Dun dun da da dun 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 da da dun 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 da da dun. We're in the bedroom. It's bedroom updates. We already did part 1 of it. Now it's part 2. If you guys couldn't tell from my song, we are on part 2 of bedroom updates. Last week was part 1. You can go and watch it right now if you want to before you watch part 2. If you don't want to watch part 1, don't worry, I'm going to fill you in right now, okay? We removed some Euroshams from the bed here just to freshen things up. We're going to do a new headboard, we think. We got a new rug that my toesies are on right now. We were having a lamp debacle over here with this particular lamp right here, this gorgeous lamp. The light kept on flashing. It wasn't working. I was worried it was something to do with the light fixture, maybe just the bulb. I don't know. We're gonna find out in this episode what happened to the lamp. She seems fine now, doesn't she? We also made a horizontal gallery wall over here in between these 2 doors that we're going to be revisiting this episode as well. We added in a paper holder that I had thrifted the week before for Brendan's papers, because he's in school. He's doing his little school work over there on the desk. We added in some candlesticks, some iron floor candelabras on the floor in front of the mirror over here that are looking great. And we discussed that we're going to be making a wall sconce. I thrifted some items to make this wall sconce out of, and I was trying to decide if I was going to paint the wall sconce red or silver. So we're going to be doing that, and we're going to be making a pleated lampshade. Drew from Lone Fox Home made this pleated lampshade DIY, and I thought, amazing. I've been wanting a pleated lampshade. I'm going to make one as well. We also discussed the plant situation on the desk. I'm going to be adding in a plant on the desk, so we're going to talk about that too in today's episode. So let's get to it, shall we? Jumping into the final updates of the bedroom. This is not the final updates. We have so many more updates to do. We have so many more things that we're going to have to do in here. I'm looking around and I'm like, it still is not feeling right. But one day it will. Okay, guys. Mama's back. And we got a new bulb. Brendan is also here. If you can see this lovely sleeping little man over here. And we are going to change out this bulb, and if this doesn't work, well, just like the lamp, I'm going to lose my... No, I'm not. Then I'm probably going to change it to a halogen bulb, but I don't want to use it in here if it's going to be getting hot all the time, because that's going to be annoying if I'm like hot in bed and then like hot lamp is on me. Hot lamp. Oh, shit, I'm so lucky that didn't break. Oh, and there goes the screw. Oh, and there goes the bulb. Sorry, Brendan. Oh, I got it. Okay, we're okay. Crisis averted. Wow, we're really lucky that this disc made of glass literally didn't break somehow. It's like not a perfect circle, which is strange. This is like a manufactured lamp. Did someone like make this and add it in? Let's give it a go. Let's see if she's still tweaking. It's not like bad that I'm saying tweaking. What is the definition of tweaking even? Okay, since we already know that this one is prone to tweaking, why don't we throw this sucker in here and see if she tweaks? I need to stop saying that. Tweaking. Oh my god. Spazzing. Since it's spazzing out. Okay, the bulb fits, which is nice because I was worried it was going to be too big. Okay, but of course it does not want to turn on, because why would it? It's very strange. So I actually did come up with a different plan. I think I would like a fabric lamp over here, and then Brendan can have a silver lamp over there. However, I might try and sell that silver lamp, because I have too many silver lamps, and that one's like a vintage IKEA, so I can probably sell it for like quite a bit of money. Then I'll probably put this one in the kitchen, and then I have one that's like a tap turn on lamp that Brendan used to have on his bedside that he liked. So we'll probably put that back on his bedside. Okay, this bulb is not working for this. Nope, no dice. Okay. Back to the old one. The old new one. Maybe it's because that one's 120 volt instead of 12 volt. Okay, let's just see if it gets busted. And if it does, then I think we're just going to have to switch to halogen. But that's okay, because I've kind of already decided that this one's going to go in the kitchen. So we'll probably put this one in the kitchen, which we don't use the lamp in the kitchen very much. Except for like when we're cooking in the kitchen, obviously, and that's fine if it's on during then, even if it's halogen bulb. And then we'll have Brennan have a silver lamp over here, hopefully sell that silver lamp, and hopefully I will eventually have that green lamp over here, and we will find a good shade for it. But time will tell. So for now, I think I'll just have to deal with having I do have this tall floor globe lamp over here anyway. I just like to have both. I like to have one for reading and one for ambiance. Oh, here she goes. She's tweaking again. Okay. So when I left y'all in that clip, obviously the lamp was tweaking. We were thinking about putting it in the kitchen. I went to put it in the kitchen and I really didn't like how it looked in the kitchen. Something about it having the arm going over doesn't look good in the corner of the kitchen. It's not really the type of spot where you want to have like a lamp that has an arm like that. It's kind of just a perfect spot to have like a cute little circle symmetrical lamp in the corner. But have no fear, because some of you may remember that I had this black lamp in the living room. And the black lamp was then also here. I had two, in fact. I had one in the living room and I had one here, and I loved both those lamps. But I particularly loved it in the living room. So I decided that we had to put the black one up here, down in the living room, because the one in the living room broke. Okay, the light was flashing. And when I took the lamp apart, there was a wire that was kind of stripped, and it was like coming off of one of the connectors. So I figured that that was the problem. So I got rid of the lamp. I said, this lamp's busted. She can't be salvaged. That light bulb that I used on this one that was flashing, that's the same light bulb that was in that black lamp. And it wasn't the lamp, it was the light bulb. Now, because that wire was also busted, I'm going to tell myself that that black lamp was broken anyway. But it probably wasn't, and it probably was just the bulb. So test your bulbs before you get rid of your lamps. Anyway, so I just got another new bulb for this lamp. She is an LED bulb. She's not hot, she's not a halogen, which is awesome, and we're having no problems. So it turns out it was just the bulb, which is great because I actually am loving this lamp right here. It's like the perfect size for this so that I can still have space on the nightstand. And I also discussed this in the last episode, but I like that I can read underneath of it, and it's not like a huge light that's lighting up the whole room if Brendan's trying to sleep. So yeah, I just wanted to quickly tell you what the new situation is with the lamp. We figured it out. We love it. And we're going back to the episode. Now back to you, Andy. I had a revelation about this wall situation over here. I think we should lower the pictures a bit. It says you can have them 57 to 60 inches is eye level, but also it's supposed to only be 12 inches up from a bench, which is like, if the bench was the same height as the chair, which it probably will be, that's like way down here, which obviously doesn't make sense when you have a little picture. But then I also was scrolling on Pinterest and I saw this picture that had a big picture next to some little pictures in a horizontal row, and I thought it looked really good. So I think we actually should give the big picture a try, and we're gonna lower these, which then we're gonna have holes in the walls, but that's fine. That's the price you pay for a gallery wall. Like if this one was still middle, this one could probably go right here. And then that's at least from whatever I put on the bench, because I'll probably put like a plant or like I could put like a tall lamp or whatever, then at least the base of the picture will be closer to the height of that. Like, is that good? I think so. Maybe I should start off to one side so that's easier to fill out later. Even though it will look awkward right now, then I could just find another picture and put it at the end. Let's do that. Should the duck go above the light switch just because it can? Just because I don't know if I'm going to find another small picture that will fit right here. Yes, it should. Yes, it absolutely should. The duck picture was 8.5 inches tall. 4 1/4 is right above the light switch. Okay, this is gonna be good. Is that too close to the light switch? No. It's also making me want to change the light switch out for now. One of those like silver switch plates that everybody's switching their light switches out to. This is also a little tip if you're trying to hang something that has a wire on the back, but you know where you want the top of the picture to go, but you don't know where to put the nail. You can grab it like this as though it was holding like a nail and measure. Okay, so I know I'm going to be 2 inches from the top. This is 2 inches right here. So I can go to where my top point was and measure 2 inches down, and that's where my nail is going to have to go. 6.5 is just the center of the light switch. That's what we're going to go off of. Very, very cute. Now, do we keep the plain picture next to the duck picture, or do we go with this one and then plain and then chair? Or do we go chair and then this and then plain? I like how the gold and the red are looking together. Although then we're going like small to big potentially. I think chair next. I I think chair next. And chair is only an inch from the top and 21 inches across. We want an inch and a half in between. So inch and a half plus 10 and a half is 12. And it is 27. So if we want 57 to be our halfway mark, we need to go up 13 and a half from 57. So we're going an inch below our line. I know that's weird that it's showing at the top, but I don't really mind. And if I do decide I mind, I'll change it to a screw. So now I think we'll go this gold. Finished hanging the pictures up. I think I'm liking how it's looking. I'm really not sure yet though. I think we're gonna have to sit on it and see how we feel. Probably for weeks and months and days and forever. And yeah, maybe this is just the ultimate, I don't like gallery walls and I'm not even gonna like it even when it's in a uniform row like this, but I think I am liking how it looks. I do like the art, although I'm not confident about this one anymore. I don't know. I just don't know. Anyway, we're going to leave it for now. I think it would look better if it had a bench that was like styled underneath of it instead of these two chairs. So we might have to figure that out later. Now, my camera is actually going to die. That's also why I didn't show you me putting it up. But remember this guy from yesterday? We are going to build the lamp. Well, we can't really build it right now, but we're going to at least get started. Brendan and I are going for tacos actually tonight. We've decided it's Taco Tuesday. We're going to go for tacos. So I'm excited to go for tacos, but that means that I can't finish this right now. But I am going to get started on the spray paint. And I've actually decided it's got to be silver, okay? It was going to be red. Then I thought about it last night. And as I'm falling asleep, I'm thinking, no, it has to be silver because we've got the green pill mirror here. I'm going to put this plaid fabric on the lampshade. We can't have this be red. That is literally screaming Christmas. I think that if it was just red and green, that'd be fine. Those are complementary colors. I like those together. Like, it doesn't always make me think of Christmas, but as soon as you put like a red plaid situation in there, it's a 100% Christmas. So we're going to do silver instead. So I'm going to spray paint this. I probably won't show you that. And we're going to see how the chrome spray paint goes because I've never used a like metal chrome spray paint, but hopefully it goes well and I'll visit you later. And we'll also be building that lampshade, I guess tomorrow. I guess that's all for tomorrow. Good morning. Good morning. We are making the bed. We're going to try the yellow side, make sure that we still like it without the Euro shams. My baby blanket has seen better days. Guess I'm going to have to ask my parents to buy me a new one. That's right, I still have my baby blanket. Been sleeping with this sucker since I was a baby, believe it or not. But she is getting rough. It's aging me. I need a fresh start, a fresh baby blanket, because I am a fresh baby at 30 years old. Yes, this blanket's 30 years old. It would have been a good experiment. Like, I obviously didn't treat it that well. Like, I have put it in the dryer before and things like that. I don't know that my mom ever really did, but it would have been a good experiment to see if I had taken better care of it, like hung it to dry and stuff, if it would have survived all these years better. Well, I'm sure it would have, but how well it would have survived. Now there's like quite a crack there. I need to be careful of things falling down the crack at the back. Does anyone else's pillowcase like rotate while they're sleeping? Brendan's pillowcase rotates every night as he's sleeping. It like in this way, like in a loop. It's very strange. He must be tossing and turning, which I think he is. He claims he's not. I think he tosses and turns. In fact, I know he tosses and turns because if I'm still up and he's asleep, he's always like rolling over and doing a dance and stuff. I like having two duvets, right? Brendan and I each have our own duvet. It's like so good for sleeping because then we can be like wrapped up in our own blanket if we want to be. But it just doesn't like look as good on the bed, I will say. Oh yeah, tacos last night were delish. They were so good. They're so good, always so good. I did have a slight meltdown. Just like feeling overwhelmed, like a bit busy. Even though, well, summer is busy. Summer is busy. There's lots of activities. I like being social. I get FOMO, and so I want to be at everything, everywhere, all at once. And that's not really possible. And I also like my alone time, and I like doing my activities like this. But summer just, I don't have very much free time. So I was getting overwhelmed last night. It's definitely also compounded with the fact that I drank for the last 3 weekends. Like physically, I can bounce back, whatever. I can be tired for a couple days. But mentally, I really get bad depression when I drink. Like for a week after, I'm like, there's a cloud over my head and I don't really want to do anything. I am feeling better this morning though. And we're getting things done, aren't we? We are doing things. I like the yellow with the blue without the Euro shams. We definitely do need bigger pillows though back here. Like I really think that if we had like 1, 2, 3, that's a move. Oh yeah, that would look great. And then the squishy ones can just get squanched back here. Okay, we'll get some new pillows. On another note, I was going to spray paint that arched wall sconce, which I did spray paint it. The spray paint was really not taking very well, okay? I hate spray painting. I absolutely hate it. You get paint everywhere. I feel like every time it's either drippy or it starts to crack, which I know that if you sand it down or if it's too cold, then it cracks. But I didn't do either of those things. And I felt like I had cleaned the thing pretty well. And then the spray paint was getting all this texture in it. And like the surface looked clean, but it still was coming out kind of speckly. I don't know. I think that silver spray paint also is really not forgiving. Like it just really shows every little particle that is possibly in there. Anyway, it's fine. We're going to live with it. I think we're going to, I do think I want that to be silver. So I'm going to wait a couple days, sand it down and repaint it. But I think I'm going to put that one downstairs in the kitchen because this window is arched and then this mirror is arched and then that sconce was going to be a big arch. And I'm not loving the idea of that, but I do have a backup plan because the same day that I found that one, I had found this one. Now this is a wall sconce as well, as you can see. So we're going to use this one instead, which this one's already silver. So isn't that great? I am worried that there's going to be too much silver in this corner. Like the knobs on our desk are silver, the chair is silver, the paper holder is silver, the lamp has silver on it. But I also love silver, so maybe it'll look good. And I think I'll also just have to live with it for now. And if I find something else, then I could switch out this sconce and put this one somewhere else because I don't want to paint this sconce. I think in the future, I'm going to want it to be silver. And so I better just keep it silver now. I mean, I'm not opposed to painting it, I guess. But anyway, this one's going to look cool too. And this lampshade that I got is actually really cool. I had never seen one like this, but I mean, I haven't seen a ton of lampshades in my day, I guess. So as you can see, the circle right now is at the bottom. So it can sit on this like this. Yes. But with the other sconce, it was going to be hanging from the base of the sconce. So there's these pins that you can slide up and then you can flip this thing and now it's at the top of the shade, if that makes sense. So then you could like hang it from something. Isn't that so cool? Okay, anyway. We're gonna go pleat this lampshade, do this project, and see how she goes. And I'm just gonna hot glue it. I'm getting hungry though. Okay, I might need a burrito first actually. But then I wonder if I'm not gonna have enough time to do this. Ah, life is hard. Okay, we're going to make burrito. If we don't have time to do lampshade, we will do the plant and the vase. Sorry, I'm scattered. I'm scattered in the morning. I'm so slow in the morning. I'm always like, just like kind of still waking up. It's like 9 a.m. I'm like, I'm still waking up.
I love about Rita Asana is where...
Okay, this is the plant that I'm gonna put the pot in. I have like propagated the roots, which there's like a big chunk of the stem that doesn't have any leaves on it, but hopefully once it's in the soil, it will be growing better. And the soil is all wet. It's been raining so much here, like way more than usual. Pot like isn't really big enough. Okay, I'm gonna chop this chunk off. Hopefully it doesn't like rot or anything. I have decided that I like this vase too much for it to not be in the spot upstairs on the desk. So I'm going to put rocks in the bottom of it and then put soil in, and then I'm going to put this plant in it, which it doesn't look very good right now. I think it got too wet. But it's like this little flower. And it ends up looking like this. So this is what I did with this one. I put rocks in the bottom so that it has like drainage. And then it grows like this, and it grows little white flowers, but it grows like this year round, which is cool. So then there's like always something in the vase. We need rocks. We'll take these rocks. Don't ask how I'm going to get this out. I don't think I'm ever going to get this out. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. This is probably so unhinged for people just digging through the dirt. This is how I roll. There we go. Tiaras. Doesn't look great right now, but I'm sure that it's going to grow and look awesome. Yeah, I think once these clovers are like spindly, like that other plant downstairs, it's gonna look really good. Yeah, I think that's good. I'm sure this sucker will grow in no time. We also needed kind of like a plant over here. We just have the Monstera in the bedroom. So I think this is going to be good. That other plant would look good trailing over here, but I think I prefer this. I'm going to go to work and then we'll do the lampshade this evening, tidy things up, and we're done all the updates. I'm back from work. I had a lovely day at work. Thank you very much for asking. And it's lampshade time, baby. 99, baby. I'm on the grind, baby. Okay, so Drew said in his video, Drew of Lone Fox Homes said in his video that he did 3-inch strips and folded them in half. And I'm just going to copycat him, aren't I? Oh my God. It's exactly from 1 plaid plus 2. It's exactly 3 plaid lines. 2 plaid lines. It's exactly 2 plaid lines. Is this a freaking joke? Does that mean that it's going to look bad? No, of course not. We're just going to be hot gluing it because that's what Drew did, okay? So Drew like took this piece of paper took the fabric and like wrapped it so then it was on the outside and the inside. I'm just going to do 1 layer on the outside because then I think more light will shine through and just because then I use less fabric. Which now I'm realizing I'm sure he did that so that he didn't have to deal with like a bunch of strips, but that's okay. Okay, you guys, I am simultaneously making a TikTok. I know, I'm crazy. So I didn't film the first strip, but I glued it on, okay? Now we're going for the second. Ow, Jesus. That's hot. Warning, hot glue is hot. Oh, how am I gonna tuck the last one underneath of the first one? I'll figure that out later. I also got a lampshade that was relatively square because then you don't have to worry about trying to make the bottom pleats wider. Like I'd have to really spread them out if it was quite a cone shape because you need the fabric at the bottom obviously to go more than the top. So I just thought this would be more simple, especially for my first pleated shade. What I discovered is I can cut off this much excess. So we're gonna do that. Okay, I'm gonna cut this fabric and then come back. Okay, you guys, we are making quite a bit of progress and I have learned a few little tips and tricks for you. So I'm taking my fabric and I'm making sure that I'm folding the fabric on the same side every time so that the pattern is similar because I have stripes going in both directions. Okay, so I'm folding it the same way every time and I'm putting a little bit of glue onto the edges. Oh, and then I'm folding it so that it stays folded. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Boom, biddy, boom, 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 doom, doom. Okay, we have our folded little piece of paper, little piece of fabric. And then what I'm doing is, luckily we have all these stripes on this fabric because it's making it actually quite a bit easier. So I'm putting the glue onto the back that I know is gonna be on the rim here so that it stays glued. And then I'm going to be lining up my horizontal stripe with the top of the rim so that the lines aren't all slanted. And then that is telling me also at the bottom how far over I need it to be because there still is a slight slant here, right? So the bottom needs to be over a little bit further than the top, if that makes sense, so that the top strips are smaller, the bottom ones are wider, so that it goes all the way around without it looking like it's on an angle. So I'm doing that. What else am I doing? What else am I doing? Oh, and I'm also using these stripes. See, luckily I have all these stripes. So every single time I have a faint black stripe right here and I'm lining that up at the top. And then at the bottom, I'm lining it up with about this much space left from the faint black stripe. See, good thing I did a stripey one. This is just really helping a sister out. And I'm loving how it's looking already. Okay, this side's looking a little bit wonkier because I was just like learning and getting my groove going on, you know what I mean? But one of the ways that I like to tell if I actually like a DIY or honestly, even anything, like if I am trying on an old piece of clothing that I'm uncertain whether or not I want to keep, or looking at like a lamp or anything like that, I get into the mindset, okay, if I was at the store right now and I was looking at this, would I want to buy it? And I'm looking at this and I'm like, I would totally buy this. If I was at the thrift store and I saw this sitting there, I would be like, what a jackpot. So I'm feeling pretty good about it at this point anyway. And I'm gonna keep plugging away. It's taking longer than I was hoping, but doesn't everything. Just a lot of gluing. And yes, I have burned my fingers a few times. That's okay. That's okay. I think that also if I had an iron, which I do have one, I just don't want to get it out, I would iron all the pieces if I really wanted to be super particular, just because then it would also be easier to work with. I might even take an iron at the end and just kind of iron this down so that they're all flat and smooth. We'll see how picky I'm being today, though. All I ever wanted was a really good hang. Hi guys, it's Editing Andy. I just wanted to take a moment to say how funny these movements are with my tongue here. It's so disturbing, like when we do something when we're trying to focus and we don't even realize that we're doing it. I'm doing the tiniest, little, most disturbing tongue movement in this clip. And it's hilarious. Okay, back to the video. Okay, I'm just finishing the last one, so I've lifted up the first one. And then I'm gluing the last one underneath of it. And then I will glue the first one back over. And ta-da! And you can't even tell where it starts and ends. Gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to set it up. Okay. Can I grab a pencil, please? Do you mind?
What do you need?
Pencil. It's over here. It's time to hang the scats. Brendan is right here. Everybody say hello to Brendan. Hi! He's doing his schoolwork. We are doing our housework. Looks like this just comes with a mounting plate. Wall mount only. And I think we'll hang it right here. We'll get Brendan to hold it up. Can you come hold this up, please? Just for a second. Like hold it right there, maybe? Oh, I think lower. A little lower. Even a little bit lower, I think, maybe. Kind of more above the desk. That's getting too close to the candlestick. So probably right. I think that's good. Thank you. Ah! My shade! My lampshade! Hopefully there's a stud exactly where we want to hang it. However, I doubt that. Oh. Nope. Wall anchors it is. Okay, this is the mounting plate. I need a level. Level. I got fancy new drill bits. Oh, perfect. They work with my driver because they have this bit on the end. Does that mean it's a driver bit instead of a drill bit? We will be using these. I don't know why this box is designed like this, so it's hard to get them out. Nice. The moment of truth. What do you think, Brendan?
Wow. It's nice.
Pretty cool, eh? We'll have to see how it looks at night. Wow, it's cute. The lovely wall sconce pleated lampshade is done. It worked. What do you know? It was pretty easy, actually. The gluing was a little bit tedious for a while, but I think it looks awesome. I actually, as I was falling asleep last night, also was looking at this horizontal gallery wall, and I've decided I do really like this as well. I'm really liking it, and I'm liking it how it's in between these two doors over here. However, it is making me want to paint that door frame with the curtain in it and this door. So we might have to paint those a fun color. We'll see how it goes. Other than that, that's all I got to update you on in the bedroom right now. We need some new pillowcases. We need some new pillows. We need some new fabric for the headboard. Also, this piece of art over here that is like the picture of the vase, I've actually decided that I want something else over there that's darker and maybe more cool tone just because there's so much warm and crazy color going on. I think maybe like a gray piece of art or something like that would be nice there. So I might be doing that. We'll also TBD on how we feel about all the silver over here. So far, I think it's looking pretty good. I think all the silver is totally fine. But we'll see if it bugs me in the future. Brendan, what do you think of the silver?
You talk to me?
No. What do you think of all the silver?
I think it's fine.
You think?
Yeah, I think it's nice.
Even though there's chair, handles, lamp, this light.
I think it's fine.
Okay, we'll see how we feel about it. I do love these guys though a lot. Yeah, I think overall some very good updates in here. Let me know what you guys think about the silver as well. If there's too much silver, might have to change some things. I don't really know what I would change. Maybe the lamp on top of the books. Maybe the chair. Oh, I just don't know. Anyway, for now I'm liking it. It's feeling a lot better in here. I was feeling discouraged before. Like, this is just such a big room that it's really hard to make everything work together. But for now, I think it's looking really good. Updates for me, you ask? Well, I'm excited Stampede's over and I don't have to party anymore. I'm excited for this weekend. We don't have any plans this weekend. We're just gonna be big chillin'. It is, however, my sister's birthday. So I guess that is a plan. But that's a barbecue. It's gonna be cash. It's gonna be cool. We're not doing anything crazy. Other than that, not a lot going on. We got Brendan doing his schoolwork. We just ate sushi bowls. We've just been chilling. We've been dog sitting all weekend. We're going to dog sit again this weekend, and then we're dog sitting again next Thursday for a week and a half. We got dogs all summer. Dogs all summer. Just how we like it. And yeah, I really don't think I have anything else to update you guys on, but I hope you enjoyed these updates. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, okay? And thank you for watching, as always. And as always, I will see you next week. Till next time.